Steez had an elbow, didn't return. We're gonna have to look at more imaging to know exactly what the deal is. Ambry Thomas was evaluated for a head injury. He never returned, and they're looking more into that right now. Go ahead.
Kyle, what did you learn about your offense on that final drive where they were producing?
I mean, I was just real proud of them. You know, I mean, the defense, I thought put us in plenty of positions to finish them, and especially after that 1 3rd down. I think it was when K1 blitzed, went in there and got him. I thought we had the chance to finish him. We didn't. And I was happy with the offense at the end that I thought we went down there and kicked the field goal, and we would have got getting into field goal position to win. And then we missed it. And then to get that chance for the offense to get it back at the end and finish with a touchdown, I thought was huge.
Can you take us through the final touchdown, what you called and why it worked?
I mean, I think they were playing man coverage, and it was just a situation where we got back down there and it was 1st down, so they could honor the run, and we just ran a bootleg and brought Ayuk across, and didn't expect it to score. Thought it'd hopefully get us inside the 3, but the move that he made was unbelievable. I still don't know how he got in. I didn't really trust it till they made it official.
Kyle, what have you learned, or you learned even more these last few weeks about Ayuk and the person and player that he is?
He's a young guy, and he's everything we hoped he would be in terms of the person and the talent. And there's a lot more there. He's getting better each week. That was a hell of a deal by him. And he didn't get a lot of balls, I don't think, throughout the game, but every time he did, he made a hell of a play. And to be able to finish right there, and just what he's done throughout this year, he's continuing to get better, and there's a lot more in there, so I think that's a good thing for the 49ers.
Kyle, it looks like Ayuk had a lot of room to run, partly because Kittle attracted a crowd there. My colleague Nick pointed this out. But, I mean, did you notice that? And they had 3 guys kind of...
On the last play?
Yeah, moving towards Kittle.
No, that was just a run play, and then they were in an 8-man front, I think. I maybe didn't see it as good as you, but it was a run play. Strong safety was down there, man coverage, so they're following him. And I'm sure Kittle, you can give credit to him.
How good has Kittle been for you today, especially with even the last few weeks?
Kittle was huge. Made some real big plays in that game, especially the way he rebounded back on that last drive. I know that was a big 3rd down in the second half. I didn't get to see it. I know he got by that guy. I was told that maybe he had a hand and had that one-hander, so he missed that one, and it was just huge coming back to him. A number of big plays he made. I thought he beat PI on that 3rd down to get us into field goal range that I thought was going to win us the game. And we obviously we didn't make the kick, but then just how he was in that last drive was huge.
What was it on that? You called the timeout on the 3rd down before you went to Kittle on the left hash. How intense did it get? What were you telling Jimmy to do on that play?
I'm trying to think why I called the timeout. I think I just wanted to run the clock down, make sure they didn't have any time. Are you talking about overtime?
Yeah.
We just wanted to run the clock down, get as low as we could, make sure that when they do, if they do get it back, if we end up kicking a field goal, there's not much time. But there wasn't much to talk about. We just got in a run situation, ran a bootleg, and told them if Ayuk's not there, be ready for Kittle on cover.
Jimmy also went to Juwan Jennings multiple times there in crunch time. How much trust has Juwan built with, rapport-wise with Jimmy over the past month or so?
It gets stronger each week. Juwan's a guy that plays with a lot of energy, a lot of passion. It's one of the reasons that he makes some of the plays he does. He's been great for us this last month, whether he's catching the ball, whether he's not. He's just a very good football player out there, and I thought that was a huge play that he made on the sideline that helped us get us down there.
It looked like Kittle was dealing with a little bit of a calf issue towards the middle of the game. How much does it mean that he can go out there and just gut through it no matter what?
Yeah, Kittle goes until he can't. So, you could tell a little bit on that last drive, I think, is when it started acting. I want to say it was the last drive of the 4th quarter, started acting up more. Came out for a couple plays, made it back in for the corner route that he caught at the end to get us into field goal range, and just him on the last drive battling through that, and hopefully he's all right, but we'll see tomorrow.
How much of an emotional boost does he give your offense?
He gives us a ton. George, you guys know his personality and everything, but just when you get his, first of all in the run game, how explosive and violent he is, how good of a blocker, but in the pass game, he's as explosive a tight end as there is, and helped us get down the field today.
Kyle, a hypothetical, but if you had lost that game, how annoyed, upset, pissed would you be right now?
Extremely. Probably how every Sunday is that you don't win. I'd like to say more than usual because there were some frustrating parts, but I don't know if I could be more frustrated than I was last week, so probably would have been equal.
Did you anticipate this being such a pass-first game coming in?
No, I don't think it was a pass first game. I think we had 20 plays in the first half, and I want to say we had 11 runs and 9 passes. And I felt it was that way in the second half too, until those final 2 drives, that adds up to passes and stuff. But I don't think it was that way. We don't want it to be that way. But we struggled moving. We only got 20 plays in the first half, which it hurt. It had to do to me with the third downs. We get to stay out there, which always hurts the run game also. But we knew it was going to be tough. As they got a good run defense and stuff. Wish we would have had more opportunities at it, but that was on us. And but it's a good defense there too.
It didn't come to this, but when you get down toward the end there and the time is running down and you also obviously transport a touchdown to win, were you thinking 4 down territory there as you got closer, or would you have kicked the field goal?
No, I would love to. It's very hard to end with a tie, but it's not always the smartest thing to do, just to go off those emotions. It's important to us that we don't lose this game, and if it would have been a reasonable 4th down, just like a normal situation, then there's a chance we would have gone for it, but we never looked at it as 4 down territory.
Jimmy was 6 of 6 for 77 yards on that last drive. Got sacked, I think, 4 times in the fourth quarter. What did that, just his ability to run like the 2-minute hurry up offense like that, what does that say about how well he knows this system and kind of validates why he's in there?
Jimmy, he made some plays there at the end. I thought that were huge, especially with their pass rush going. I think we're a hard team to beat when we don't turn the ball over at all. And we found a way to not turn it over today, which usually I try to sell to our team. If we don't turn it over, we pretty much guaranteed to win, almost, if you look at the stats with that. But that was starting to look bleak for a little bit. But the way he came out on those last 2 drives was aggressive, made some big time throws, and one of the main reasons we were able to win today.
Tough game for Ambry Thomas going out there. Obviously, this is a learning experience for him, but how is he on the sidelines? How do you think he reacted to everything?
I thought just watching him play when he was out there, I know it was a tough game because of those 2 penalties, and what happened on those 2 penalties, so I know that sticks out. I think it was hands to the face on both of them. I saw one of them, he was a cloud, and it just slipped up and he hit the guy in the chin. I didn't see the other one, but I know when you get those on an interception and a sack, it's a big deal. But I thought he held his own for the most part today. He's going against a good receiver. He's got a lot of people, so I'm not going to beat him up over that. It was a real tough situation. Just Dante Johnson was going to start for us tonight, and I just talked to him before I came in here, but his mom had a heart attack on Friday, and he lost her this morning. Her name's Holly Gardner, so I know it was a real emotional day for Dante, and the team found out after the game, but I'm just happy that Ambry came in, stepped it up, the guys played well around him, and I was real happy that even though it was such a dark, tough day for Dante, that he was able to get out there and be with her mom when it happened, and I'm happy that at least we had something positive to show him, and whenever he comes back with us, I'm glad he's coming back to help us because he's a big part of our team.
How do you feel about your playoff chances after today?
I don't know. I think they're pretty good. You guys probably know more of that than I do. I just know we got to keep winning each game is how I look at it, and felt good going into this game, and we got one more win, so feel a little bit better, but I know that doesn't matter. We got to keep winning each week, and if we keep doing that, then you don't ever have to really look at anybody else.
Kyle,
We'll take 2
I
more.
know that's an intimate and private conversation, but I guess after a big victory, what was your message? What did you share with Dante? What was the conversation like?
Not much. You just tell him how much you hurt for him, and try to look at I just told him that we're all dreading that day. I'm dreading that day eventually sometime, and unfortunately that hasn't happened to me yet. That happened to Dante today, and I know there's no words for it to make it better. I just told him that I was happy he was there. Could be by our side when it happened, and how good of a person he is, and how many people here care about him. And when he's ready and he's good, he's got a lot of people who care about him when he comes back.
A little bounce back for the special teams today. How did that look for you?
Yeah, I thought it was huge. They've been their backs have been against the wall these last few weeks. They've been down a number of guys, and I know how disappointed we've all been with these last couple weeks, especially. But today, that would have been tough to win today. It seemed like the ball was on the ground so much in that first half. But our special teams were the 2 guys who came up with that ball. And it was River and Trent, always cool, especially River getting up for these last 2 games. Yeah, he did a hell of a job in Seattle on special teams. River did in his first game, and I had a big turnover today, which was happy for him. And Trent, getting Debo back allowed him to do a little bit more on special teams, and he came up big, and that was huge for special teams because If we didn't get those 2 turnovers, it would've been a lot tougher.
All right, thanks, guys.